Hey everyone, welcome to our fourth quarantine cooking with the Instant Pot. So our previous three recipes have all been rice based, and this time I wanted to take a look and rummage around in the back of the cupboard and find something else that we often have there, which is lentils. Now I'm using red lentils for this recipe, but you could use green lentils or brown lentils, no problem. We're going to be making a lentil curry soup, which is one of my favorite things because it's what actually taught me that I could cook with lentils and it could be delicious. Before then, everything I made with lentils was gross. So, this recipe is one of those dump everything in and then just cook it for a while recipes, which is my favorite way to use the Instant Pot. So what I have done is I've added just a little bit of oil to the bottom of the pot to help with sticking, and we're going to dump everything in and set it and go. All of my ingredients are back there because there were so many that it actually wouldn't fit on the front counter, so let me go grab a few things. So what I have are some sort of chopped goods. I have an onion and garlic mixture here. I have some carrots, just a few because they were looking a little bit suspicious. So I just used the good parts. Alright, I have a little bit of frozen spinach. Now the recipe wants you to add the spinach at the end, but that's if it's fresh. This is frozen, so I'm dumping it in so it can cook with everything else. Now I have an unusual ingredient that's not in the recipe, just a little bit of shredded chicken. This is probably about 3/4 of a cup. Do it to taste. If you want this to be a vegetarian dish, that's fine, and that's a little more normal, but for just the sake of it being more filling, we like to add it. If you have like leftover rotisserie chicken, that's a good add as well. Oops, missed a little. Okay, so what I have now are 1 cup of lentils. You can see they're actually a little bit small, so it's gonna cook maybe a little quicker than expected. There's my lentils. I have half of a can of diced tomatoes, and again I'll put all of the different amounts that I've done in the video so you can see it. Alright, so now I've got some wet ingredients. I have 1 cup of coconut milk. This is the canned thick kind, not the kind that you get in a carton next to the milk. And I have 1 cup of vegetable broth. Alright, and our last ingredient is all the spices. So I thought it looked really lovely right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I have curry, I have turmeric, I have ground ginger because I didn't have fresh ginger. I've got a little bit of salt and pepper, and I've got some cumin. So all of those are our spice mixture. Just going to dump it on top, and then I'm going to give everything a little bit of a swirl. Alright, so I'm going to pop the lid on and set it to pressure cook. This is one of those recipes that we're actually going to do the manual release, but I'm a little leery when I do anything with tomatoes because one time I covered my entire kitchen in red spray. So I'm going to take that outside when it's done. But in the meantime, it's just your normal pressure cook function on high, and that's pretty simple. Alright, we'll see you in a few with the final product. Okay, we're all set with our final product. It looks and smells delicious. So, it's about as much as I can show you without spilling. Let's see. There we have it. Lentil curry soup. Now, as a final sort of advice for if and how you want to do this recipe, One recommendation is after it cooks to take half of it and put it in the blender and then pour it back in for a sort of more creamy consistency, but I think it's just fine without, so that one's up to you. All right, we'll see you for the next quarantine cooking.